this Ember pick. I'm quite surprised they avoided the Viper Pango matchup.
Looks like he'll be able to connect the creep waves up top as well, so nicely done. Despite the lack of stuns, is able to influence the lane in that way. Might be able to retain his courier as well, so nicely done there. And this is what happens when you've got this like dual melee lane, right? Well, Say's just free to go early point into the impetus as opposed to the enchant, and what can you do about it? There's very little that someone like a Tusk can look to accomplish against that.
They also didn't block up some of the camps as well for the Enchantress, so we'll have at least some over in his jungle. Sometimes we see some wards and even sentries laid down to be able to kind of mitigate the effectiveness as First Blood will be picked up bottom lane. Looks like it was still only 1 point in the raises, and that's all they needed to be able to bring down the Viper. Meanwhile, I'm playing around with the water and trying to stop 4-2-3 from getting that slight pickup. I'd even go for the next one as well, yeah. Alright, so both water runes going the way of Armel is off to a pretty good start in regards to the last hits as well.
He has to be a little bit careful up top here, just trying to secure as many of these last hits as he can. But, I mean, mission accomplished for him. He was finally able to get that pull off for KP. Obviously, KP wants to avoid this Slark lane as much as possible. Never really want to be a melee hero against someone like that. And might end up costing DJ his life. He's extended a little bit too far. Does have the boots of speed, though, to be able to get away from a lot of this harassment. Unless Enchantress gets in range for the enchant. Doesn't seem like she'll be able to. Even the deer. The busted movement speed. I like the little things that Seth does, you know, making sure to not reveal the high ground ward just by when he's choosing to attack KP and DJ when they were going for their little kiting missions.
Genuo, can you get this kill? Fair fire and stick charges, not going to be an easy one for them to find. Armel is starting to move on over and... well, he'll snipe that with a swashbuckle, so alright. So I can kill the game for Fnatic and able to bring down 4-2-3. Armel off to a great start here with the Pangoli, which is a big concern considering the impact that he will have in a game like this.
Zhao is props. You know, he always seems to be in the right place at the right time. Able to just influence the enemy's mid laner into a kill for Armel without giving up too much of anything for himself. The lane was in a really good spot, so Gabby was never in any danger.
Zhao getting aggressive onto 11, but puts himself in a compromised position. They get the telekinesis back, so we'll be able to set up for the kill onto Gabby. Will be a 1-for-1.
I think Armel got another water rune steal off there. He got both against 4-2-3, so this mid lane is going incredibly well for Armel.
Oh, they're even going to make it a little bit more Armel favored.
Zhao, Armel, DJ, they're all having standout performances so far this game. You know, pretty hard for a dual melee lane.
4-2-3 might go down mid. Swashbuckle, one more right click. Armel gets a solo. Alright, so... I don't know, man. You can't last pick an Ember and...
do this.
Yeah, yep. And he's got a TP bottom with Rolling Thunder. 11 just TP'd back to the lane as well. Telekinesis closer to the Armel's ultimate. But look for the long U-turn around and will not be able to sidestep that one.
His 4-2-3 waited inside of the fountain until his TP came off cooldown just so that he would be able to instantly get back to the lane. This is the first time he's had any resemblance of free farm in the lane. And
now bottom lane again. Gabby unable to get in range for the second raise. Was lacking the mana, sorry, the third raise, and he was lacking the mana regardless, so... Levin's going to get herself some resources still to play with in regards to the tangos, so... all the support movements that we've seen early on from the Enchantress is kind of leaving the Brewmaster in a 1v1, which Trill is definitely thriving in, but importantly, KP is finding levels though, so 5.5.
All you need.
Yeah, well, that is all you need indeed. And what are we hoping out for the Brewmaster level 6? Where is that kind of first split going to be used?
The KP's a
bottom lane.
million times better.
Dive onto the tower. A Requiem leveled up at 6, and that helps him secure the kill onto 11's Viper.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Oh,
Radiant's courier
double courier
has been
kill. All right,
killed.
nicely done, Ace.
Oh, jeez.
Despite how like disastrous these lanes appear to be going for Lilgun, they're only 1k behind. Like, it's not that far, not that big of a difference, and Ember's been enabled to come back a little bit in this mid lane.
You might be able to get some kills as well. Nice snowball from DJ, but 4-2-3 can remnant on forward. We'll be able to burn DJ out. And Ace is looking to even try and find Genuel. Toss up in a couple of seconds. 4-2-3 is going to be in a position as well to continue the chase.
Nice
Genuel. Very used to the Iron Branch, so still...
Didn't go back towards his own tower, tried to outthink him. Sometimes it's better to be 50 IQ as opposed to 110, you know, just make the obvious play.
Look at KP, who was himself set up in the tree lane, potentially waiting for Lilgun to try and dive Gabby. That's not going to be the case, and our KP will run into them. Not really much he has to be worried about getting blown up, but he might have to use the ultimate soon to close the distance, or Armel. Trying to get closer to Ace.
Just a couple of misspells there. You know, without going into the urn, doesn't have an easy way to be able to proc that Cinder Brew, which meant that you didn't get the catch up. Armel wasn't able to convert a lot of those right clicks. He's looking to try and shove the lane out as quickly as possible. I'm kind of surprised at how much emphasis Fnatic are putting onto this bottom lane. It's not like they have an amazing ancient taking hero on Lilgun's side that they need to disrupt.
Dire structures are fortified.
Also puts him away from the power in as well, so 4-2-3 has a double damage room, which they really could consider about using to try and defend the tower, and yeah, he's going to come down for this. And then on forward.
Damage being put out already.
Not a lot of mana on 4-2-3, but still it's enough to get that second round of the slight. And our KP will be forced to use a defensive split, so definitely not what you're hoping for out of the first ultimate of the Brewmaster.
Not at all. I mean, this is like a massive waste to me. Zhao at least is pushing in that mid lane. He's got the Siege Creep paired together with himself and just trying to get that hitting into the tier 1 tower. I wonder if that successful team fight is going to change 11's mind. Nope, never mind. He's still going the Midas. Not sure if that's the way that I would be looking to go here.
It could be telekinesis into the Requiem in the tree line. Oh, they're going to go for it. Set up. Plenty of damage. And now Armel looks for the cleanup. Double for the pain go. So gets a little bit of revenge. And even once more as well. Sharp. You can bounce off it maybe to help. Yeah. X gets out. At least they get 2 kills, you know?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Gabby's going the build that I feel like he should, and I mean, if Viper continues down this route, Midas, Boots of Travel, then I really feel like there's absolutely nothing that he can do against the Shadow Fiend. Like, again, your lockdown is lacking, and SF's just going to be able to stand there with the Dragonlance, with the Mask of Madness, and just win every single man fight.
Oh, DJ. Pops a smoke. We'll run into Ace.
Splitting there.
Gonna have to get pretty goddamn crafty if he's gonna make it out of this one. That will not be the case. So 3 heroes required to kill off the Tuscan. Getting a lot out of the map. Mid shoved in. Bottom shoved in as well. And also KP getting a little bit of me time up top. Pipe is queued up after the hood.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, I suppose. They got a decent amount of magic damage up there. Diffusal Blade being built into for Trill. Really does feel like that's going to be Lilgun's timing though, right? Diffusal Blade, let them get a little bit more active. Nearly into the Maelstrom for 4-2-3. The Midas, what a big timing for 11 as well.
11 and Armel is going at it. Armel will be able to get the ultimate off and bounce back. KP doesn't have his own split. They're going to continue to chase down the Viper. How long do they want to stick around though? Armel doesn't have too much to utilize now. It looks like KP's the one that's in trouble. Split up in 5 seconds. The hood should enable him to stay alive long enough. So it's going to come out. He'd love to not have to use it. That might... Oh, the chains is there. So force once again to pop a defensive split on KP. They are starting to rotate to mid though. Januel's going to be nearby. Rest of the boys are coming over to the right side as well. Jar's ready with a telekinesis to drag him closer to DJ. The chain control needs to be perfect, and it's not, so 4-2-3 is able to escape, and now Trill with the wraparound with Genuel.
Gal?
He's trying to go in for it. One more remnant. Can he find the damage? 4-2-3 slips into the tree line, and Trill gets some much-needed kills. Double for the slot, getting closer now. I think the diffusal blade being completed, and some essence stacks as well. Let's try and move to bottom. It's just the Tusk that's very deep into the tree line at the moment. Not really going to be the most important. Is he going to look for a solo kill onto 11? Hang on, DJ. Oh my lord, DJ gets the kill and it doesn't matter. Yes, she gives some essence over to Trill, but continuing to slow down the position 3 Vipers game. I might look for that. You got 2 points in the lucky shot. Of course, the Shadow Fiend minus armor as well. Armel. Let's run it to 4-2-3 in the jungle, but will not matter.
Now rekindled.
Feels like Fnatic are really comfortable with their lead, and they're just looking to try and, again, just shove out the lanes, make it so that you can't make aggressive plays. You're without, again, the tag team for this, but I don't think they really care. 2 points in the presence of the Dark Lord. You've got the lucky shot, occasionally proccing onto Roshan. It should be a pretty clean take, although they're grouped up quite heavily. Having just got rid of the Observe Awards, so 4 heroes from Lilgun coming their way. Don't think they'll have the damage to be able to pick this one off, especially when they know.
Cliff. They'll be able to scout them out. A lot of the fight's going to come down to Ace and John with the blink. Aver onto 3, but the pipe gives them all the protection they need to now move on forward. It's just Shard blocks off the stairway. They can't make it to the high ground. Ace will go down. They do trade a 1-for-1, but down to the south, KP. Cycloning up 4-2-3 on the Ember. Can they get the control out afterwards? A Remnant to the right side. He's out of Remnant charges though, so it's going to be onto 11 and Trill to enter the middle. A lot of damage to the Centaur. Conqueror will hold them down. The Snowball sucks them in, but it's going to send them deeper into Dire's side as they will both be killed off as Lilgun. A great team fight for them. If they scout out Roche, they might be able to take it.
Maybe. I mean, it's a little bit odd play coming through from Gabby, though. I mean, his team was making a ton of space for him, but he wasn't really using it to right-click. He is by far the strongest hero in this game.
Does he get the toss back on a Trill? We'll be fine.
Got the haste, and, well, Zhao with the save, with the Aghanim Shard, so he's in the right position to save the day once again.
Who can I look at? 4-2-3? E2 is going his scepter, but it was a really good fight there from the Ember. He's definitely catching up in net worth. Point boosting now completed. Has enough gold for the second component as well. So he's having a pretty good game so far.
Drill's going for his Ags as well. It's just an Ags party today, isn't it?
What's going on right now, DJ? Just shy of the shards, KP.
Be a little careful.
Run to the middle. Are they going to brute force this Roche again without split? Armel's eyeing over towards 11's Viper. And Armel should be able to get a solo kill with the use of the Rolling Thunder, so that might open up the pit now.
You got a single point in tag team? Nope.
With the nighttime advantage, Trill and Ace once again. And Averrodd to 2, but the Snowball save from DJ gives them time to activate the pipe, and now they can group up around Gabby Shadow Fiend. KP's going to try and play around with the ultimate. It'll make sure the Ember can't escape, and now Trill's also in trouble as well. Snowball. And they can look for the drag down. There's the stun. They'll chuck up the rock. Not enough damage at the moment, but the charge should be able to bring him down. Great play coming through from KP and DJ.
Yeah, Gabby was still on the run for the majority of that, and they've even got an okay amount of magic damage. Ace as well. He's been landing some really nice Avatos combos, but the follow-up damage just isn't there. You know, I think if Viper's going to go this Boots of Travel Midas build,
now, for the back of that successful fight, Fnatic will be able to find Roche. So, Gabby gets the Aegis. Still working on the BKB as well. 7,000 net worth lead. We'll probably see them chill for a little bit. You probably think that once they get BKB, then they'll look towards some T2 towers? Or can they even fight once maybe their ultimates are back up?
I think they could fight when their ultimates are back up purely because top lane. I think to be a little bit careful here on Ember Spirit.
He's got a Remnant up. Do they have enough damage?
They've got a good amount of lockdown on Fnatic's side. I mean, this is the reason I feel that they can make these sorts of plays, because it's not like Lilgun are in a position to defend this, because again, they let that 16-minute tier 2 tower just go on the top side. Oh, did land with the Cinder Brew.
I was going to try and TP up, but DJ quick on the fingers. Ace going to reveal his positioning now. Should be able to make his own TP with the Suns being on cooldown. Oh, it's so cute. That is actually so cute. What's the Enchantress doing? Oh, see what DJ's about to do to the Enchantress? Oh, it's twice as worse, you brother. You watch it out. Keep your mouth shut.
He did that with a Philosopher's Stone as well, so he's got minus 30 damage.
They might go high ground with this 15 talent on Gabby. Look, Nether Toxin and Slight Spam is pretty solid to defend. I'm actually not quite sure if they can do this.
I mean, he's got Aegis for a minute and a half. Just put Gabby on the front lines. You've got 4 stars, he's got BKB. Looks like they'll be backing off for now, but importantly, forces them all back. They're in a position to maybe do like a fake back sort of play.
Oh.
And Armel's nearly got his own Ags. So it is the Ags game. I'm counting like 7 Ags so far that we might have seen.
See what they can get out of the smoke as well. Trill's a big target. Anytime Trill doesn't have... Whoa, bounces into the middle. They didn't see the rest of the boys. Can play around with the shutdowns if required. They won't actually run up to the high ground though. They're going to stick around. Drop the lane instead. Danog. I'm looking at 11.
I know, it's 500 away. I'm looking.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I hate it so much.
Oh, Armel actually goes for it, alright? Rolling Thunder. Onto they go with the Enchantress. So, not the longest cooldown.
And he's gone one of my favorite talents. The 3-second shield crash cooldown while in the ball. Just the
DJ.
wording of it.
The jump in instantly onto Seth. Telekinesis as well. Actually going to use it aggressively instead of potentially protecting one of the members.
Just expired.
Great use of the Hurricane Pike though, as Gabby's going to be able to reposition.
It's not right. Shouldn't be allowed. Should be illegal.
Seth? That's an aggressive 4-staff. Shadowfiend?
You know what? He's an Enchantress. He just says, you know what? Sometimes I need to give up my life for the cause, and didn't even do that. Got the D-ward off, so good job, Seth. But more balls than Ares ever will.
Why am I catching strays right now? What the...
You're literally saying how you could beat the shit out of me.
Nah, dude, I was just spitting facts. It's just nothing else. Dude, what do you want me to do? Get me with no sleep? I get delirious. Dude, I'll get ruthless. KP! I just got the boys behind him. KP's baiting. Look at this. Look at this. KP. Well and truly aware that he is unkillable with Armel and all the goons sitting behind him. Armel so close to getting that stun, so in the end, just a kill onto a tiny, nothing crazy. Gabby is still farming across the map though, playing at the triangle and getting very, very close to, I believe, the Silver's Edge. Has he got the rest?
Really great item pickup. I mean, it's going to be fantastic against 3 of the enemy heroes, right? All those passives that you can disable. Even that lovely little corrosive skin buff that you get from the Viper is suddenly just not going to be affected anymore because of the Aghanim Scepter and the Silver Edge interaction. Oh. You spend all this time farming a useless item. Even if it was against like melee heroes, I would understand it a little bit more, but you're up against a Shadow Fiend that's got much more attack range than you.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Smoke up. So if they go for the backstab, Fnatic aren't going to reveal their position just yet. Now KP and Gabby will show.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So it could be a really scary
Yeah. They're sensing it
fight.
though. I think they were a little late in popping that glyph.
Remnant's going to give them confirmation of the direction. Gabby's going to run straight to 11 in the tree line. That should be able to bring him down with ease. Viper gets blown up. And now who else do they want to put in the grave? Moving over to the Enchantress, couple of right clicks. A lot of buybacks getting forced out here. They need to get something out of it. DJ's going to snowball into the middle. But they don't even have the damage to be able to kill off DJ. Now, Trill's doing a pretty good damage to the backline, but really all eyes have to be over towards Gabby. A BKB Requiem sends him packing. A dieback on the Viper. 4-2-3 is going to end up falling as well. Maybe Trill can look to try and rectify this fight, make amends, but not going to be the case. The boulder connects. Right clicks are not enough, however. Trill makes it inside the base, but KP, he's still hunting. An ultra for Armel, looking for the rampage, but won't have the damage.
He did the absolute best that he possibly could, right? Like, just finding a way to wrap around there, playing around there. Well, actually, the vision's kind of garbed. They've got it set up pretty well on Fnatic's side, so he was never able to fully retreat. Had to go all the way off towards the side to be able to play around it pretty effectively, and he found the supports, but wasn't able to get that full cleanup. And, I mean, it just doesn't have that supporting cast there, right? Another heavy death game coming out from 11. He is 1-11, a fitting. But even in that fight, wasn't able to get off the nosedive in a single time.
We won last fight, Ace with a jump in. Again with the pipe, and there's just no damage now. Like, Trill will do his best, but even through the BKBs, forced to use the Shadow Dance offensively. They're onto Gabby, though. Gabby will go down, but Armel can easily turn it around. Even gets the blink off of the left side. Armel's so freaking good, man. What is that?
He went away.
He went away. Oh, KP. Another disarm. DJ jumps in, sends him packing, adds another death. Triple kill for DJ. Given the Ultraman, DJ deserves it. G's had dropped. Lilgun eliminated from the hunt to being champions in the BTS Pro Series 11 as Fnatic will live to see another day.
And hopefully that will be the last day that we ever see a Viper Ags come out again.